It's still early, not even 6 in the morning. Way too early, but this is the way. This is the only way. Because today we have yet again another beautifully foggy morning here in San Francisco. One of those days I can't miss out on. So here I am again, looking for those images that I might have missed before and trying to find what's slightly different this morning. And one thing I always try to keep an eye out for is wildlife, like raccoons, coyotes, crows. You just never know what you're going to find around here. At this point, I've lost count of how many times I've passed by these trees, walked on those streets, or how many times I've photographed the spots that I'm gonna be photographing yet again today. I do it, of course, because I love it. I love getting out here, especially in the morning when I have the whole place for myself. But I also do it because I want to make great images of the city, and that requires me to do this. That requires a lot of consistency over a long period of time. Oh, what did I tell you? 2 coyotes. You see, despite what you might have heard out there, the key to great photography is actually pretty boring, because there is no shortcut, no workaround for what we all must do, is to put the hundreds, if not thousands of hours into this. That is what this art is asking of us. I think that could be a pretty cool shot. The tree there in the background contrasted with the branch there in the foreground. I've been here so many times and I never took this path before. It's beautiful. And it's not just me, by the way, it's not just you. Even the most talented photographers have to put in the hours. Take Joseph Kudelka and his book Exiles, for example. I mentioned this, I talked about this book in my last video. Joseph Kudelka photographed for over 25 years, shot more than 1,000 rolls of film every year, and at the end had to choose just 100 photographs among 300,000, I believe. That was the final amount. So much work to just get to a handful of images per year. And I don't expect myself to do any better than someone like Joseph Kudelka, you know. So this is the boring truth of photography. It is incredibly rewarding, it's incredibly satisfying, but it is hard work. They say that we overestimate what we can do in one day, but we underestimate what we can do in 1 year. And oh man, isn't that the truth? I can't think of a better example than the braces I just got recently, because it's impossible to see any progress day to day, or even week to week, or even month to month actually, because I've had them for a while now and I take pictures every once in a while, and it's very hard to see the progress. And yet you know that many months down the road that's going to work. And I think this applies to photography very well too, because we overestimate the amount of good images that we're gonna make in one specific outing. We always have high hopes, high expectations from one trip, from one day, and of course in the end we fail to match those expectations. We might get frustrated, but what we fail to see, or at least I do sometimes, is that little progress that we are doing photo by photo, one by one. I've been here in San Francisco for 3 months now, and I can't point to one day where I made a handful of good images. It's just been one here, another one the next week, another one 2 weeks later. But now I'm seeing the results of that hard work, because I am seeing a body of work that is growing, of images that I really like from here. I have to head back home pretty soon. I don't have a lot of time for photography today, sadly, because it's a beautiful day. So I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna go probably empty-handed back home today with no new photos, or at least photos that are not better than the ones that I already had. And that is the case for most of the time, by the way, most of the days that I go out. Even if I go out for longer, I rarely come back with an image that I say, wow, this really works. As I said earlier, this is very, very simple, but not easy at all. I do love my job though. I love photography. I love getting out in these beautiful places and capturing them with my cameras. So if you find my work inspiring and you want to support it, or if you find these videos helpful for your own photography and you want even more, you can head to my Patreon page following the link in the description down below and join us there. For example, the last video I posted there, I go deeper into the work of Joseph Kudelka, his book Exile. So it'd be great. I'd really appreciate it, because making a living with photography is not the easiest thing in the world. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next one.